Listen, I'm not 100% sure what magic you've done, and I'm hearing recently, I'm not quite sure what hidden ace you've had up your sleeve, but whatever you're about to reveal to the world, I'm hearing it's your greatest magic trick yet to be seen and to be experienced, alright? I have a lot of interesting messages from the astral realm. This was about a character and the main character playing a different role this season. And it's not just a different role that they're embodying, because I'm seeing a costume change happen, which is a lot to do with your identity. The way that you're seeing yourself stepping into 2026 is very different. The person that you were entering into 2025 is not the person that you're leaving 2025 as. That's what I'm seeing. And first house energy is also the way that people see you. So this could be a shift in your appearance. That may also be the last thing that has happened, because there's been a shift in your emotional state, your mental plane. I'm just seeing you ascend to higher frameworks of seeing yourself and also your life on earth and this existence. So we're going to talk about it. The scenery is changing, the atmosphere is changing, and a new reality is beginning to collapse into form all around you, okay? But I'm seeing 360 degrees specifically, and that you're being watched from all angles, or something that you're doing is being perceived or admired from angles that you maybe haven't expected. That's the vision I'm getting. Almost like when you go to a theatre and there's almost an amphitheatre essence to it, where there is this semicircular motion, and I'm seeing that as the moon phases. So something that you've been working on behind the scenes is now being revealed to the world, okay? And this is your own internal transformation, or the transformation or something that you've created and how that's evolved as you have. That's what I'm seeing. Your life is now evolving into a new octave and a new version of reality, because you have also evolved into a new version of self. So that's being matched now in the external, it's now being mirrored and reflected. Before we get into the message, I am super stoked to share with you guys the brand new collections from Otter Spirit. These are chakra intention packs, and the first one we're going to be showcasing today is the heart chakra. So this one, the first gemstone is rose quartz. So rose quartz is I am loved for who I am. The intention is, of course, love, self-love, and the zodiac signs this embodies is Taurus, also Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. You can see also the Otter Spirit logo. So $1 of the proceeds are actually donated towards otter sanctuaries, okay? And this is a small family owned business that handcraft these beautiful AAA grade gemstones. They have a plethora of options for you to be able to choose from. So this is the first heart chakra collection. The second one is the aquatic agate. So aquatic agate is the second sorry, I have like I have the ashes. Okay, it's like your phoenix rising from the ashes right now. I have the ashes from the sage, but yeah, aquatic agate. This is I connect with my inner peace. The intention is balance and healing. The zodiac signs this rules is Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, and Aquarius. And this also targets the throat chakra. So this is about authenticity. It's about self-love. It's really stepping into your power. And the last gemstone of this collection is rhodonite. Rhodonite I've never worked with before up until recently when I have received this bracelet. And the quote is, I'm kind and compassionate to myself and others. The intention is about love and healing. The zodiac signs this rules is Pisces, Cancer, Libra, and Taurus. And the chakras are the heart as well as the root. And this is what they look like together. So they're beautifully layered. Not only do they look beautiful, but they also feel absolutely phenomenal, just energetically, in regards to how these energy signatures complement one another. Thank you so much, Otter Spirit, for this beautiful co-creation with Hoku Hana. We deeply appreciate it. That is the Heart Chakra collection. You have many to choose from if you want to work with the third eye or the upper intuitive faculties. I thought that this would be a beautiful one to end 2025 with. And with that being said, you guys have 2 discount codes in the description box down below, so definitely put them to use if you are gift giving this season, or if you want to be able to cop some of decide these for yourself. There are so many options to choose from. Okay, back to the message. So we have the astral travel messages, and I'm going to go ahead and share them with you. So I saw someone that was playing a main character role in a movie after a season had occurred, and they were in a school setting. So the school setting is a lot to do with what the soul is learning in this next chapter, and I'm seeing something around you're really stepping into your element in this next chapter. Especially, I'm seeing Avatar by Fire, and that's actually being released on the 19th of December on the new moon in Sagittarius, so the timing is just absolutely uncanny for that and very, very intentional. But that's what I'm seeing for you. It's almost as if you're stepping into this new avatar, this new domain, and this new version of reality that's meeting this octave in which you're operating under. And I'm also seeing this facet or face that you're ready to reveal to the world. So you were in this school setting, and there were some people writing about the mentors and their experience during that semester, but yours didn't write anything at all. In fact, they had an extremely different role to play. So this is showing you graduating from a certain role in your life, and you're stepping into a complete new season of your soul story. You're no longer playing a supporting role, but instead you're stepping into a main character timeline. So the school setting is literally an initiation of some kind or some type of up-leveling in your life. Others were reviewing their past lessons, right? So the girl was reading about her mentor example, but you didn't write anything because you're not repeating old karma. You're moving into an entirely new curriculum. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Your path diverges, your role is also changing, and you're entering into a complete new soul arc, if you will. Almost like you're expressing a different archetype in this system. Anyway, the second scene was you guys made it to Antarctica. And if you think about Antarctica, there's a lot of mysteries around that area of the earth and the stories that unfold behind the scenes that not everyone has this glimpse into. So it almost feels like it is, what's the word? Not even necessarily VIP experience, but it's more of a very few that are selected or accepted to enter into that specific domain. It almost feels like it's separate, it's part of this world, but it's a different essence. When you arrive there, it literally feels as if you're in an entirely new atmosphere or a new world. It feels like you're experiencing life on another planet. And I'm seeing that as people arriving at your doorstep or arriving into a well-aligned collision, right? Same time and space and same space and time as something that you've created that also gives them that otherworldly feeling while still being in this world. I'm not sure what this is. And anyway, these beings were kind of shipping fruit to that land, and it was beautiful. So I see this as you kind of entering into the unknown, and you're this spiritual frontier. You're entering into a phase of your life that's very purified. I feel like you're very purified when it comes to your mission, when it comes to the things that you want to do moving forward. There's almost like this sense of clarity that you have, because snow and ice is all about the renewal of things, and then also this fixation but malleability that you have. You're not changing the goal that you have, but it feels like you're very open to your navigation style of how you may arrive at that particular goal. That's what I'm seeing, okay? And I'm hearing people can also find you in the most unexpected places or doing the biggest like unexpected things, but it's a new world and it's untouched and often uninhabited, right? So it's something that hasn't been done before. I feel like it's quite like something you've never done as well. That's what I'm hearing. It's quite like something you've never done before. So it's a new reality and it's not a continuation of the old one. The fruit also represents life force, nourishment, sweetness of destiny, and the fact that it was frozen and it was able to actually be preserved in that atmosphere shows that your preserved potential is almost waiting to thaw, if you will. It feels like it's something that has been frozen or fixed or secretive or behind the scenes or internal, and you're now taking that external approach to not just melting but transform. It's the moment where ice turns to water I've just seen you go through like this transformation of fluidity where everything suddenly starts to pour out of you. This shows me that abundance and opportunities are literally already on their way towards you, but they haven't thawed, right? They haven't become physical or tangible just yet at the time where you're watching this, but they are literally collapsing through space and time and becoming something that is tangible, something that you can hold in your hand. Your blessings are in transit. That's what the vibe is. The next scene I saw was kids were welcoming you and then they were bringing you up. So kids welcoming you represents some type of new timeline or new guides that are coming into your experience. The childlike essence is, again, it's this new beginning, it's this renewed vision that you have, maybe even new soul contracts, and you being welcomed represents that you're entering a timeline where your inner child is truly safe to express itself, and you're going to be completely supported and also uplifted during this next era of your life, especially if you feel like that was something that was lacking, but prior you've learned to give that to yourself, and now you're going to see that rippled tenfold in the world around you. So you're entering into a timeline where there are souls that are ready to receive you fully, or something in which you are creating in this existence. The next scene I saw were toilet lights in a bathroom that a man was entering into, and they weren't working momentarily. So the message I got from that was that there is a blockage that's being released in your energy, or maybe something that's outdated when it comes to the masculine. So when we talk about the masculine, it's the physical. It could be a brief block in releasing old energy or masculine patterns that is clearing up quite quickly, and it's not your burden, it's simply a shift in environment that's needed. So again, this could be the physical things in which you're doing. The masculine is also maybe the physical things in which you weren't applying yourself to previously, possibly because of a lack of clarity, is now something that you're following into this new threshold. It's like you're leading yourself into this new threshold. The following scene was something in the sky that was flying, and this represents higher guidance that you're receiving, and also a timeline that is lifting for you. It's an activation where there's a higher force that is guiding you upwards, leading you towards new opportunities, maybe new travel for some of you, or just this new ascension overall. And you're literally being carried into a higher timeline. I was seeing somebody kind of being lifted into this new era. So you've ended a season in your life, you're now stepping into a main character timeline, your past lessons are complete, and your new role is beginning, okay? The new role in which you're going to be playing. You're entering a fresh timeline filled with guidance, purity, renewal, high ascension, and also the blessings that comes with. So yeah, your blessings are already en route, and you're waiting for them to kind of fall into form during this time. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and decode some of these messages further with the oracles. And I just want to open up with a Cosmos Oracle message, and this is going to tell us what's happening in the field around this new character, this new scene, this costume change, this change in atmosphere. It's like the moments that the curtains draw and then they reopen, and there's a fresh chapter that's unfolding. It's like a fresh sequel in the scene. We have proto-planetary disk. This is one of the most auspicious cards, and it's so funny because we have stratus pause at the base. So again, there's almost been a pause, and I'm seeing a literal shift in seasons where there's a pause, and you see kind of autumn where all the leaves have shed, and then when the curtains reopen, you're entering into a season of spring. It's almost like there's a quantum leap in your life, especially from an outside perspective. It's like, how did you shift seasons so quickly? You know, it's like, what about winter? That's what I'm seeing. It's how did you teleport? Oh, this happened out of the blue. And it's because the way that you're being guided is opening up this stargate, or, you know, it can be a kinetic velocity generator. It's also known as a time matrix, where your galactic brothers and sisters and guides are opening up this portal of discovery, beckoning for you to come and safely learn more as they open up this wormhole, or this corridor of safe passage for you to come and, you know, learn more about what your life on earth could be. So it feels like you're being beckoned right now. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. I'm gonna read Proto-Planetary Disk. It's the place that planets are formed themselves, and it talks about extremely fertile conditions that are going to be supporting you. And I feel like it's the fertile environment that you've been able to cultivate within yourself. You've created this highly conducive garden of your mind, and your thoughts have been seeds, and you've been growing many, many flowers. So it's basically harvestation season for you. So this says that you're standing in a giant incubator. This is the place where, although the nucleus material makes it difficult to achieve clarity in the here and now, something large, concrete, solid, with endless possibilities is brewing. So again, you may not know exactly what forms this comes in, and the forms may surprise you, but there is an essence that you're sensing right now, okay? You're standing in a giant incubator. This is exactly where planetary systems and physical processes take shape or create a planet. So again, we're talking about the frozen essence that is now, it's moving from a crystalline essence. Actually, it's coming into a new crystalline form. That's almost how I'm seeing it as well. Something's changing its structure and it feels like reality itself. So all this happens around a star, and you are that star, and things are orbiting you right now. Okay, you're drawing things in from this gravitational field, right? And I'm seeing that as the heart space. Okay, that is your largest center of energy that is seen and felt by all those around you. So, if lack of clarity caused by the nebula brings anxiety or confusion, remember to pay attention to the sky. Sometimes it decides to get the clouds to float across in order to plot certain things together with the sun. On those days, we may only be able to see the clouds at glance. But we know that the sun can also be found on the meeting. Everything is on its path, just enjoy the journey. Not only is there nothing you need to worry about, there's also nothing that you need to do. So, again, there's nothing that you need to do at this stage, because in that first scene, this girl in the class, she was writing about her mentor. She was still doing like a lot of homework, even though there was a break in that semester and they were about to move into this next year. But only you really knew that. That's what it felt like. Everyone else was there for another day at school and they weren't aware of what that break actually meant. So it just, again, this girl was doing nothing and she mastered that art of doing nothing. And I'm not saying that you're not doing anything in the physical realm to apply yourself, but it just feels like there is a fresh new slate where you've wrapped up and finished that homework already. That's almost what it feels like. So you fully get to enjoy this next break. Feels like you're going to be receiving a break. And if you think about the saying, receiving a big break, that's what I'm seeing. Let me go ahead and let's get a definition for that. What does it mean? Receiving a big break. Receiving a big break means a sudden opening or opportunity or shift that significantly accelerates your path, often after a long period of effort, patience, or seeming stagnation. It's not usually random luck, it's more like timing finally clicks. That's what it feels like is happening. Everything is just going to be falling into alignment. It basically implies that there's external opportunities that are now meeting your internal readiness. It can be seen as, again, things happening very suddenly or out of the blue from an outside perspective. But again, you've been in this time dilation bubble. So there is so much that you've been working on internally and behind the scenes, right? You've been doing your homework when no one was watching. And the success is not just in what it is that you're about to receive, but it's in who you've actually become in that process. So you've already done that unseen work when it comes to your skills, when it comes to your identity, and self trust are all in place. And now you're about to hold this next level of reality literally in your hands without that tendency to self sabotage. So you're fully accepting to step into your power, because that's what you are, a powerful being. Yeah, it's beautiful. It just works after a long time of not working. That's what I feel is happening in your field right now. And there's an appearance of it hasn't been working, but this is where your preparation meets the opportunity, and that's seen as, good luck. But really it's everything happening at the speed of alignment. So protoplanetary disk, an extremely fertile time in your life. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle messages around this. Oh, we have half the deck splitting. Is split in milk and the land of milk and honey and the observer. So again, it's extremely prosperous. The land of milk and honey is one of the auspicious cards in this deck. So it's more than plenty. Round and round and around we go. So, round and round talks about the fractal and the Fibonacci sequence, which is a fractal of infinite potential. Now, you're coming back to a similar place, but with a completely different understanding of yourself and also your potential. And a fractal basically talks about you seeing something from a vantage point that you couldn't previously. It can also talk about when a lesson hasn't been fully integrated and that lesson is kind of repeated until you're able to see that from an energetic stance from the lens of the soul. But in your case, I'm seeing this as you're now seeing your potential in ways that you haven't before. I'm seeing somebody look at themselves in the mirror, and because their belief systems have completely shifted, the version of self that had mistaken themselves for those limiting belief systems is also nowhere to be seen. It's an internal metamorphosis that you've undergone where you may not even necessarily recognize yourself. Okay, so there's new things that you're drawing into your orbit here too. Okay, let's get another message. You get to do something again, but differently this time. That's also the message from the fractal round and round, because you're seated at a higher level of understanding. And it's because of the depths that you've met yourself in, okay, behind the scenes. Then we also have the root chakra with Archangel Michael. This message is essentially about feeling safe, feeling secure, also things really coming together in the material realm for you. Let me go and read 35. You're going to be guided to, again, feel very stable in this experience, for the higher self to be rooted and grounded throughout the entire organism. So stability and security. This page is also 111, which is a destiny card. Okay, so again, something's being unlocked for you. This talks about when this card is upright, it reveals your energy is flowing freely regarding any issues around stability and security. Even if you had problems with feeling secure in the past, the challenges are beginning to resolve themselves at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You're capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel its increasing faith in your own power and in security now and always. My first chakra is always open and it's perfect and in a healthy state. I am strong, stable, safe, and secure. Archangel Michael guides me and supports me. So, Archangel Michael is the fixed star 𝓪𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓬𝓮. 𝓪𝓪𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓬𝓮 is a very auspicious star as well, and he actually is a royal watcher seated on the east side. So he's the cardinal royal watcher that watches the east gates of your soul's manifestation in this matrix. And east is where the sun rises. It's all about new beginnings. So it's about you feeling safe and secure and stable in this next cycle of your life, okay? But you're it's this is the moment where you cease going round and round and you finally graduate a cycle. Okay, right, let's go ahead and let's get a shaman's dream oracle message. I think that's going to be pretty interesting, considering it feels like you're journeying into a new world. I'm also hearing a new realm of possibilities. Okay, your Shaman's Dream Oracle message is Woodwives Adaptability. I really enjoy this card. It talks about knowing what boundaries you need to set to date so that you can feel good about yourself moving forward, and also stepping into more of an agile, fluid navigation style, again, to allow yourself to be completely receptive to how things could unfold for the highest possible good, better than the human could even plan. So 64, adaptability, strong roots and growth. The Woodwives dances into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded, no matter what life offers you. You need to know who you are and what you'll tolerate, right? If you don't know who you are, well, the world will tell you. This is about your center being something that's completely internal. And why things feel like they're changing for you this season is because your intention is something that is anchoring you, you being 100% sure of what this mission is, or at least the essence of what your soul wants to experience in this this realm, and allowing the universe to show you and guide you towards what that form looks like, or more so be receptive to what form that could come into and you could draw into your experience. That's where your power lies. Okay, so this is knowing what it is that you've learned to date, okay, in regards to boundaries. Life is going to offer you something extraordinary now. And in order to learn and receive its blessings, you must remember that being grounded gives you more freedom and not less. You have everything you need. You have all it takes to do this right now. If you also keep reminding yourself to be flexible, you will be amazed by how well things play out for you. Again, that's that flexibility. It's not being rigid or attached to, oh, it has to happen this way. Just focus on what you want, where you want to go, physically apply yourself in that direction. And as you follow your heart's desires in this season, the universe will reveal its answers to you. Okay, as you walk the path will continue to unfold in front of you. There will be characters that will collapse into that path that you'll come into alignment with, opportunities that are already awaiting you. Okay, so if you also keep reminding yourself to be flexible, you will be amazed by how well things play out for you. The woodwives are both wisdom keepers and students of the new world. Again, it's like you've graduated from this year that you've undergone, right? And it's come with its own, curriculum, but you're stepping into more of an advanced role, okay, where you're going to be learning new things this season about your own potential and what that looks like. As these forest spirits have an uncanny ability to adapt to changing circumstances and always find the right way to grow and expand, they represent what you already know how to do. Learn and be in the beginner's mind. Let go of your rigid notions of how things should be and be present to what is right now, unencumbered by your own projections. The message I'm getting from that is forget everything that you think that you know, and then arrive to this new place. The lessons in that curriculum are going to be very different from things that you're going to be experiencing moving forward. That's what I'm seeing. Forget everything that you think that you know and step into the realm of nothingness, because that's where everything is. Okay, no worries. Nothing can uproot you now. Nothing can uproot you now, and it will pass. And you will dance with nature and move with it all. Perhaps you're being given an opportunity to take a chance on something new, and you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. Have no fear, for when you remember your roots, your integrity, your authentic self, you can stretch yourself beyond the invisible lines that you drew. Go for it, because you'll be so glad that you did. So this is a huge confirmation reading for you. And again, to walk with integrity is to not seek external permission, guidance, or acceptance, but it's to become a witness if you need one. Become your own. And when you look outside for that witness, it compromises your integrity, because you're not fully anchored inside of your own vessel, right? This is about being so grounded in what it is that you know that you're here to do and experience, again, at least in that essence, that you become unshakable, like the roots of a tree amongst life-changing circumstances, right? With that wind, it feels like new elements that you're going to be dancing to. So let's also get a gateway of the light activation message, and then we'll close out. Right, gateway of the light activation message is halls of a mentee initiation. So secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. So you're being initiated, and then we have the Akashic Stargate at the base, which we spoke about the Stargate there. So this is about aligned with purpose, crossroads, and there being no wrong road. So this is the Akashic Records. It also talks about the wormhole, which is literally something that we spoke about. So again, things you're being initiated essentially for this rapid acceleration of events that's going to be happening. Again, it's like your big break. It's the moment where that momentum shifts and things move quicker than they were before. So decisions matter more, right? The decisions that you choose to align yourself with and the physical, and what physical things that you're doing that actually support these decisions in regards to the trajectory of your life. Let's go ahead and read Halls of a Mentee. So this is a reconfiguration card. You're in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you're in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it's present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that was stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. So you've been clearing out this dense debris that has accumulated due to belief systems that have been adopted or inherited in this system of matrix. And as you do that, you're ascending into a higher octave, and reality is meeting you where you are. Okay, you cannot meet a reality that you're not already operating within. Okay, right, let's go ahead, and I'm going to pull one tarot message as well for you, actually, and see how you're showing up. I want to read the Antarctica energy because that was an interesting. Okay, you're showing up as the star card. You're showing up as the veil. So this is the veil between realms is extremely thin. Again, there's something subtle behind the veil or behind the scenes that you embody in your essence. This is also one of the celestial light guides in the sky. It can also be a card of inspiration. Again, you could be someone that has this optimistic, otherworldly view that you speak directly to the soul in regards to, even without realizing it. And it could just be, again, your essence, even the way that you look at people. It's like you could look directly into the soul. You could connect with others in that deep way without even necessarily trying. You may know no other way. That's what I'm seeing. Especially if you create something, the things in which you create resonate on a soul level as well with this. So, this is the moment that comes after the tower. So, the tower is a moment of destabilization and an awakening where we're being called to become our own agents of change and surrender to this shift, and it becomes the reason for our transformation. You use that destabilization as your biggest catalyst. The star card is what happens after. This is like the rainbow after the storm. So let's go ahead and read it in this deck. It can also refer to someone who appears as lucky, but I'm seeing this as starry origins, and you're showing up as also a major arcana card, which is a catalyst. It's something that transforms lives like up to 6 months onwards. It's like this is a shift where people could come into you or alignment or something that you do, whatever hidden ace that you're revealing to the world, and it makes them think about themselves differently. It's almost this intercommunication with plasma, okay, between plasma membranes, which actually encompasses and encapsulates and surrounds the nucleus of the cell, which stores the DNA. So there's something that people feel is familiar about you that they remember on a soul level, right? It speaks to the DNA of an individual. And that intercommunication can shift and change the way that a soul feels about their journey on earth, especially relating to it emotionally. And you could create those emotional shifts. I'm hearing you could even create this safe haven or safe environment to do so. This is beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the star card. The star and the veil, opportunity, hope, and inspiration, as well as reassurance. The star bursts through the veil and offers a moment of reassurance. This is a card of hope. Be inspired. Feel the good that surrounds you. You could offer this perspective. Feed this light inside of you, and it will continue to repel the darkness. You might not know it, but you're an inspiration to many. This is how you're showing up with the Antarctica energy. If this card shows up, take it as an opportunity to celebrate your achievements, big or small. It's so interesting because I feel like there's so many small things that have led you to this moment, you know, And it feels like a moment where everything leads to this culmination point, which is that star's brightest moment in the sky. And again, we spoke about with protoplanetary disk, this is all surrounding a star. So this is things within your orbit. It's almost like you're meant to be seen this season. We're stepping into that role where it feels like the spotlight is on you. And then we have the morning card that came out. And what did we talk about with Archangel Michael? This is where the sun rises. Okay, so again, this is a brand new beginning that's happening for you with the morning. It's the sun, it's which is a star that rises, and it feels like this is your rise. I don't know what it is. It could be your rise to like success or a rise to recognition of some kind, but something that you're doing is going to be rising to a season of visibility. That's what I'm seeing. And it's exalted, when we talk about a planet that is exalted, it performs extremely well. Again, it's in its element. It's exactly where it wants to be, and that feels like your soul. Okay, we have thief reversed. So, and again, any taxing or limiting belief systems or things that have been draining you in the season are things with justification that you could be finally, putting to rest. We also have wealthy man and message. So this could be very abundant opportunities that you're expecting to receive. Text message, phone calls, whatever that could be. Some type of opportunity that will come in. Opens up some type of new path of longevity with the pathway. Yellow butterflies are all about transformation. You also have a change. So again, there could be some type of message that you receive that essentially alters the trajectory. Let's get a few chief messages. Table, hard work ahead. You do have bread, period of prosperity and abundance, so your hard work is definitely going to pay off here. We also have chain, a chain of events that will affect your life. So again, this is the unfoldment or a sequence of events that's going to be activating. You also have hidden secrets and you need to defend yourself. So again, I wouldn't really worry too much about this. It just feels like there is gonna this level of let's just say visibility. If you remain neutral, you're gonna see a lot of contrast, which is a lot of different responses. And that's just something that's natural. I'm also hearing the word controversial, so that could be you or something that you create. Okay, but it gets people talking. I'm hearing it also gets the algorithm flowing. So maybe it's like the algorithm of your life and the opportunities that come in. It focuses on more of the people that are watching that you don't know are watching you. That's what it feels like. And I'm talking about people in high rooms speaking very highly of you. So you could be admired by many. And I'm also seeing what is it? You could be admired by oh yeah, your name is going to be in many rooms. Okay, that's what I was hearing. Your name is going to be in many rooms. You also have sorrow over a loss. So again, that could be something that you're going to be leaving behind in some way, or evolving beyond. It could be a certain cycle in your life. Money or prosperity through an inheritance, windfall or winning. So again, what was that saying that we said? It's like everything suddenly clicks or it just falls in. It's like a big break that you're going to be catching. All right, we also have someone leaving your life with ChatMD, so that could be of significance. Again, anything that doesn't support you, anything that limits you in any way is going to fracture. That's what it feels like, including partnerships. But yeah, that's the message. It means the door that you've been preparing for is finally opening and you can expect to walk through it. So, I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing because we'd love to have you around. Personal reading details also down below. Also check out Otter Spirit once again if you're looking for high quality AAA grade jewelry. And I'll speak to you very soon. Until next time. Bye.